Hello, everyone, and welcome to Snap Take. This is Glazer of Snap Judgments, the official podcast of Marvel Snap Zone. Today, as every day, we have 4 brand new decks for you, including 2 incredible bounce decks, but we're going to kick this video off with an amazing counter deck from our friend Buddy. This deck is fundamentally built around the concept that the game really wants right now to be set up by powerful turn 5s, whether that be an Iron Man, whether that be a bounce or move card, whatever it is. This deck, by knowing what you have and having the counter cards, can absolutely take those powers away, can dominate the game with that. This is incredible if you're seeing a lot of Toxin right now. Toxin does not like Juggernaut and Cosmo. If you're dealing with a lot of that Iron Man Claw deck, Rogue handles that, as does US Agent. There's a million ways that this deck has the power to beat basically almost everything else in the game, and I cannot urge you enough to give it a try. All right, you can find Buddy at youtube.com/@BuddySnap, where he is giving away for every 100 subs he gets a $15 bundle. His birthday is coming up, so if you'd like to win a $15 bundle, make sure you go check Buddy out and check out this video. This deck needs White Widow and US Agent. What White Widow does is it sort of, on turn 2, encourages your opponent to play in a specific lane, which makes a lot of these cards more powerful, right? All right, so, excuse me, I'm going to have to clear my throat. Sometimes I'm fighting off a cold. Red Guardian and Phastos are good but not needed. Red Guardian is closer needed than Phastos, although Phastos is powerful. Gladiator and Groot could replace them. Speed is perfectly fine here as well. If I were to replace Phastos with one single card, though, it might be Sage. I really like the idea of just having that extra power card at the end of the game for when I need something strong to do. Red Guardian can maybe be Shang as well, because, you always want Shang, right? And then Silver Sable, I think it might actually be better as Rocket. It depends how often you find yourself going 3-2 at the end of the game. Because if you're going 3-2 at the end of the game, Rocket is odds-on better than Silver Sable. All right. Reminder that Buddy's giving away this $15 bundle. Turn 1, you want a Sable. Turn 2, Daredevil over Widow. After Daredevil, you're going to prioritize Phastos. After Widow, Cosmo, Negasonic, whatever you think is going to cancel them best based on what they're playing, if they have to play in that lane. Turn 4, 2 2s of Daredevil because Daredevil is so important. If not, you just play one of your other 3s. Turn 5, Daredevil tells you what the best way to counter them is. Play the counter. If they don't have anything to counter, drop Gamora. Just have 12 power. It's bigger than almost every other option here. And then turn 6 is Juggernaut and Rogue, or whatever makes sense. I'd like Sage, but Juggernaut, US Agent, and a 1-drop are perfectly fine as an option here. Right after this, it's going to be the thumbnail deck, which I named Did You Know That I'm Toxin? Very proud of that stupid name. One last look at this list. If you are trying to counter the meta, if you are not trying to deal with playing a ton of bounce, a ton of move, all of these new cards that Toxin has created, all these new decks that Toxin has created, this is the deck for you. It's very strong into the meta right now. Before we go further, I'm going to invite you to please hit that sub button, like, and comment. I do my best to bring you the most consistent Marvel Snap content. This week we'll have 8 videos. We'll do 2 videos tomorrow. We did 9 videos the last 2 weeks. We do more full-length, top-notch Marvel Snap content than anyone. I do think that hopefully you find enough value in that to hit that sub button, liking and commenting, make this video show to more people, which helps us to our goal of 15,000 subs. In addition, your like and sub will this week carry an entry to a chance to win Agent Venom. At some point this video, I'm going to ask you a question. As long as you're subbed, you answer that question, you're entered to win Agent Venom. At the end of the week, I'll announce someone who wins the last Agent Venom we're giving away this season. Next week, we'll be giving away 5 of the new season pass cards, Surtur. Finally, if you're interested in Pokemon Pocket, I won my first Pokemon Pocket tournament. It's a Marvel Snap-like Pokemon game. If you're interested in checking that out, check out the Pocket Meta. It's linked in the description to this video. All right, next up we have Bat Messes. Don't you know that I'm Toxin? This won an immediate Infinity Border. This is the only Toxin deck I've had real time to actually test, although I did watch Sizer play the moved list from yesterday. He went back to Tribunal, and it's still a powerful list. I love this list. This is like the budget bounce list du jour, in that it just finds ways to have enough power to win without needing to be very expensive. Your opponent's playing around cards that you're not running, so you can take advantage of that in order to really, really be powerful. Excuse me. Again, that cold's kicking my butt. All right, so you can find Batmessa on twitter.com/Batmessa with an underscore. This deck needs Black Swan and Agent Venom. Silver Sable and Niku can be Hawkeye, Iceman, Spider-Ham, while Toxin can just be Falcon. You can play this list without Falcon. The extra power that Toxin without Toxin, the extra power that Toxin offers you on the board is really, really insane here. He basically, especially if you can Agent Venom him, he's going to represent 11 or more power, especially because you can often Bishop Toxin to get the second bounce. It's crazy. It's incredibly strong. I cannot urge you to try it enough. Falcon's just fine, though. Falcon's never been a bad card, right? All right, so this is an infinite ticket, not border winner, and this is the discount bounce list. If you want to play bounce and you're missing like your monkeys and your werewolves, you finally have a chance to do so. Turn 1, you want to play Silver Sable or Hood. Turn 2, Agent Venom over Collector over Swan. Turn 3, you want Bishop over a 2/1. Turn 4, get Swan out. Your Agent Venom and your Swan by 4 are your big snap conditions here. And if you can play Swan and you have like a couple ones out and you can bounce, that's great. If not, you can just play Swan and then the ones and bounce them on turn 5. Um, you can trigger your Swan at turn 5 as well. And then if you are triggering your Swan, you would really like to drop Iron Man fairly often. You can also, though, if you're triggering Swan, hold Iron Man for longer, right? Like you can just get the cards to hand and then play free ones and Iron Man to end the game. Turn 6 is basically play it all. If you just have like a loaded hand, you drop everything. If not, you drop Iron Man and free ones and you're totally fine. Cool. We're going to look next at the classic bounce, the bounce that is the meta list right after this, but with Toxin in it. So one last look at this list. This list is incredibly strong. And this is the best budget bounce list we've ever had. Budget bounce has been really, really rare in Marvel Snap because before Toxin, before Agent Venom, before Black Swan's update, you had to have Monkey and Werewolf, right, in order to really make these decks work, and then you needed Sage. This list doesn't really bother with either of them, although, once more, like before, I would really, really appreciate a Sage in this list. I think that Sage, Toxin, and Beast together are incredibly strong, because there's very few things in this game stronger than that second Sage at the end of the game, but there are a lot of options for how powerful this deck can be. If you would like to see gameplay for this, please check out the stream team, where you can watch our friend GamingwithFlashX be really mad at me because I'm making him play a bunch of bounce again. Sorry, it's a bounce card flash. Yesterday, the great Prashaun, the homie Prashaun, again, I'm very sorry about that. Promise you. Had a bunch of cough medicine. It's just damn cold. All right, Prashaun should have a video up later with one of the decks from yesterday's video. All right, Toxin Bounce rank 3. This list is awesome. The current number 3 ranked player, Unity, has been playing this at rank 3, which means it's a consistent enough list to win. Gnome, who's the best bounce player since Dachio doesn't play a lot anymore, has this list with one different card. We'll cover that momentarily. This is the meta list. This is the list that you should expect to see if you are playing bounce. Shadow King is your mirror breaker. You can find Gnome at twitch.tv/gnome_plays, and you can find Unity at twitter.com/unity0919. Unity is the number 3 player. Gnome is the bounce master. The only high series card you absolutely need here is Agent Venom. Sorry, is Black Swan. Jesus, I can't talk. Is Black Swan. Agent Venom is way worse as Bast, but it is a change you can make. Toxin can be Mysterio. This deck was a tier 1 deck prior to Toxin's release with Mysterio, but Toxin adds a bunch of redundancy and makes your 1 significantly better. And then Sage or Monkey can be Bishop. Gnome has Werewolf over Monkey. Feel free to make both those changes as you so choose. Cool? All right, so again, rank 3 right now. Turn 1 is Hood or Sable. Turn 2, Agent Venom over Swan. Turn 3 is your first bounce or more ones. Sage is great here. If you're running Bishop, play Bishop. Remember that Sage is great here because either Toxin or Bishop can bounce Sage and just make her absolutely huge, lane-winningly big. Turn 4, you want the second bounce and Swan. This is your last Swan. Remember, Agent Venom and Swan remain your snap conditions here. Turn 5 is bounce 2 or 3. If you need to Shadow King, you play Sage on turn 5, wherever the hell you don't think you're going to Shadow King. And remember that bouncing Sage is easy, so playing her early and then playing her again is awesome. Turn 6 is intended to be free ones, Monkey, and Sage or Shadow King. That's it, nice and simple, right? Free ones, Monkey, Sage, or Shadow King, and then you win. This list is awesome and incredibly strong, incredibly consistent. This is one of the best deck lists in the game. This is a tier 1 deck. The previous list is borderline tier 1. It probably wants one of the big bouncers. Your Hit Monkeys, your Sages, one of them. But either way, Werewolves. But either way, these bounce is right back at the top of the Marvel Snap metagame. Let's review a bunch of bundles. Let's kick it off with the second anniversary bundle. This is a 231.7% progress value. I'm going to say this once at the start. 170% progress value is good. That is what we consider a good bundle. 172 technically is a good bundle. 200% is a great bundle. Anything like 215, 220 up is about as must buy as you can get, as long as you're willing to spend money on the game. So you should absolutely buy this bundle. Very cute variant, amazing progression value. Go get it. You will not be sad that you did, especially because the new shop is coming out on Thursday, tomorrow, that has the extra variants from old bundles, and you'll be happy to have that extra gold if you ever wanted any of those. Then we have the Galactus Eater of Worlds bundle. This is our $100 bundle. It's got this very cool nullified Galactus variant, but it's only 175%. That makes it a good bundle, but at $100, buying multiple good smaller bundles will end up getting you further, unless you absolutely need those 2 spotlight keys or absolutely need that gold immediately. I think this one is a skip. However, there is one major caveat. If you don't have Galactus, a Series 5 card, and you want to play Galactus, you buy this bundle, and all of a sudden, this is suddenly the best value bundle of all these. So if you need Galactus, buy this. If not, I think you're better off just sort of waiting and buying like lots of smaller bundles with better progression value. The Savage Scholar is a smaller bundle with better progression value than that Galactus bundle. It is a good bundle. This is fundamentally them saying if you go get Toxin but you need Beast, you can have it. This is a really great Beast variant. Is it must buy? No, absolutely not. But it's a decent little progression value bundle. This is an okay buy. This is also a web shop exclusive, so you'll only find it on marvelsnap.com. The last bundle we're going to talk about here today is the web shop celebration. Get on the web shop, go buy this. Cool. Actually, you may not want to buy this because I'm going to give you my code tomorrow so you can link your account with mine and we can share some progression. How do I phrase this? So there's a web shop code that lets us link our web shops. So whenever I buy something, you'll get some credit towards some rewards. And whenever you buy something, I'll get some credit toward rewards. I'm going to post mine tomorrow. I didn't have time to do it today. Obviously, I'm a little bit sick and it's been a crazy day. If you've been paying attention behind the scenes, you know that life got insane and the channel, YouTube is messing up the channel a little bit. So it's been an insane and crazy day, but tomorrow I'm going to give you my web shop code. You can type that in, you can link our web shops, then buy this bundle, and both of us will get progression value. You'll get some free variants, some free credit, stuff like that. And I buy a ton of stuff because I do all these giveaways. So if you link our web shops, you'll just benefit. So I'm going to do that for you all tomorrow. But this one is here for, it says it's going to be here for a while. I don't think it's actually going to be here for the next 14 years. But it's going to be in the shop for a while. But this is a must-buy bundle. We said 230% was like must-buy, right? This is 582%. Just go buy it, right? Like, I don't know what to tell you. This is insane value. It's a great Iron Man variant. I love it. I'm for it. Go buy it. All right. Our final deck of the day is Barzy Klawlioth. Barzy is one of the best players in Marvel Snap. He is absolutely incredibly phenomenal at the game. Consistent player in the top 5 and top 10 of the Infinite Leaderboard, and a wonderful deck brewer, even if I am mad at him because he chose the wrong alliance recently. Barzy has this very cool list that combines the Wiccan brews and the Namora brews. That's very powerful and really effective at the top of the Infinite Leaderboard. This might struggle with bounce, which is part of why it's at the end, but if you're not overrun with bounce, this is so strong. This puts up so much power. That's not the right person to go. Barzy doesn't have anything, but while we're here, go check out our friend Gregor at Gregor2424. Don't worry about that. Everything else here is right, though. Wiccan, Kate, Eliath, Namor, and Kitty are your needed cards. Jeff can be Colossus. Nocturne and Speed can be Gladiator and Polaris. You need Jeff or Nocturne because you need one thing to be in a lane, get hit by Nocturne, and then move out. And then Ms. Marvel can just be Omega Red. It's closer, but it's perfectly fine. Turn 1, you Kitty if you need another one, Marie if you need a 2, and if you have a clear curve, you Nightcrawler. Turn 2, you Kate if you need a 1, if not, you Jeff. Turn 3, 2+1 or Speed or Nocturne. Turn 4, Wiccan if you can over Ms. Marvel. Turn 5 is basically when you always want to Namora. If you have that Wiccan out, your Namora can come with a 2-drop. You can Namora and Kate just fine. You can Namora and Jeff just fine. You can Namora and play in one of your 1-drops just fine. You can also, at that point, play, if you don't have Namora or you just want to, you can play Claw with a 2. You can also get out Ms. Marvel and a 3, which is huge because Speed and Nocturne are both very, very powerful cards. Cool. And then turn 6, you play Goliath and you move your buff cards. There are occasional times that you will play Namora on turn 6 or play your Claw on turn 6 or play Ms. Marvel and another card on turn 6. But you just put out a ton of power, and this list is very, very cool. Basically, you play early like you're setting up to get Wiccan triggered and to be able to Namora some cards, and then you move and confuse with a ton of extremely powerful cards. Very cool Wiccan list. Props to Barzy, as always, for being awesome. All right, our season pass question is right at the end of this video. What's your favorite bounce card? Nice and simple, right? What is the bounce card you like the most? Question of the day. So the 8th Sage wants a Kang rework, and I haven't done one in a while, so I have a new one. I want Kang to be past, present, future. And I think that like they would be 3 different styles of cards. It would be like one's a bounce card, one's a move card, and one's like a just simple on reveal card. Present just reveals himself, right? I think that'd be really cool. You could also do an activate Kang, an ongoing Kang, and an on reveal Kang if you think that's better. But I want it to be like 3 different versions. When you draw Kang, he is that for the game, and you don't know what he is until you draw him. I think it would be incredible as an enabler, and I think it would make the card way, way more fun than it is. What would those 3 abilities be? Well, if you'd like a bonus entry into the Season Pass giveaway, let me know what you think in the comments. Offbrand24 asks if I've done New York City Comic Con before and what I most look forward to about it. So I don't know how long ago, 15 years ago, time is a flat circle, right? But a long, long time ago, I was a writer for a comics website where I was the editor and one of the lead writers. And so I went to Comic Con for free for the first couple of New York Comic Cons, the first couple big, like Javits Center New York Comic Cons. And they didn't treat their press especially well, but it was still nice to go for free. I went as an educator 1 year as well, which was also, I don't know, relatively nice. They treated, honestly, their educators a little better than the press. Um, I don't like Comic Con very much. It's very crowded. It's very hot. It does the stinky cliche. You're going to get a bunch of announcements live, but all those announcements are live streamed, right? And anything I want to buy there, I can either go to my LCS or I can just hop online and get. So like outside of some like occasional exclusives that like, and I'm not a big collector of stuff. I don't really enjoy New York Comic Con. I'm not saying others shouldn't, but it's a little bit too much for me personally. Certain tiers of support on Patreon come with on-air thanks. And hey, a bunch of the patrons just like I mentioned earlier the problem with the channel. I'm gonna have to do a big PSA with it if it lasts another couple days and sort of explain what's going on. YouTube has the short version is YouTube has screwed over a bunch of mid-sized creators and fundamentally demonetized their channel. I am one such channel. A bunch of my patrons decided to up themselves into like the $50 Patreon tier, which is absolutely, absolutely incredible. That tier comes with a personal pre-made video. Please take the personal pre-made video. It's the least I can do. It is absolutely incredible, the support that the community is giving me. I will go into more detail about this sometime relatively soon if it's not resolved, but if we're lucky, it'll just be resolved. Thank you to Abigail Giesland, Mandatory Burnout, Irregardless, David G. Wingfield, Direwolf, LAB, FaThorNewman, Good Dog Gamer Inc., I Am Frostman, Jay Nevery, Corwin, Primed Ryan, killing it. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan Burke, Kirtix Lee, Koi Ray, The Black Dahlia, Pyrophros, The Goat Seeker, Den Man Falcon, Archangel 3K, Hollowed, who's killing it with Move Bounce right now, Quid Pro Joe, who's also no joke, Docty, the king of new Marvel Snap card content, Fat Nick, Mr. Kerfuffle, Ginger Prime, Hey Ginge, Ratko, Philip Rakovich, Haplo, Kenny Loggins of the Danger Zone, Rob Silverman, The Bizza, Extras V, and Skippy G, my rhyming friends and Skippy G. Thank you so much. Happy upcoming birthday. You gave me a present. Tommy frickin' Nyquist, the king of bros, bruh. The great Kazoo. Jessica Gamble, thank you so much, Jess. Woody, Kevsey Hoda, Luna, Chris, John Q, Jimmy, Mick Q, Clam, 8th Sage. Hey, we just got a question. Mod Supreme, Models, thank you so much for all the support and love, Models. Green Goblin, welcome to the group. Thank you for upping that contribution. It means the world. Steven, Brian Kaufman, Tristan H. Martin, Jason B., who's carrying the deck archive on his back, The Fuzzy Dunlop, Spectrumix, Hoot, Matt H., DJ, Mikey, Hijinks, No Frickin' Flex, Ocularis, Mr. Craig Sterry, BG, the King of Canada. Hello, King of Canada. Please go check out his Twitch. Jonesy, the Triple Threat on YouTube. Two Ties, the great Lord Devs, the Pirate King Tuccrr, the Homie Man, of course, going to T where the T stands for. Love you all very much. If you're interested in a Pokemon video, it's linked right here. It's got a bunch of gameplay, a talk with Safety Blade, some really cool stuff, and then we got another Marvel Snap video with the bounce move deck that you want to try. So check those out, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Snap Take, because we never miss a day. In addition, we got 2 videos tomorrow. That's 2. Peace.